Good evening, everyone. I just got done cleaning cages, resetting up some cages too. Maddie got loose. That little brat over in here. I redid her cage to make it more like a jungle. But I was cleaning her cage and she thought it was cute to get escape. She ran the whole way down under there. But that's okay. These things happen. I got her back easily though. But the lights go off soon. I have a cage down here now. That is actually the purple Hattie Hattie. The Hattie Hattie's down there. That's right, the purple tree spider's on the other side, but that's the Hattie Hattie. I put the cage over there. But yeah, Maddie's back in her cage. She's doing fine. I just saw the stat. I don't know where he went. I think he went towards the bottom. Probably his cage is sitting. It's sitting at about between 84 and 86 degrees, which is perfect for him. Yeah, I don't know. He's somewhere down there. But I know the little ones are out basking. Isn't that so cute, the way they lay down and bask? That's Izzy. Izzy's basking. It's so weird how they lay, and it scares the crap out of you too, because then you think they're dead. And they're not. Watch. See? Blink. Like I said, they lay so weird. Sorry, Izzy. I just wanted to show everybody what a little goofball of a lizard you are. It's okay. She'll be mad at me for a little bit, but she'll get over it. But they're so stinking cute. But yeah, I started resetting cages. I had a scare earlier. Poor Lola, I don't know what happened. I think she was choking on a cricket or something. She was in her cage. That's my white spotted gecko. She was in her cage flopping around, scared the living crap out of me. I had to pull her out of her cage. She's in the tunnel now. I had to pull her out of her cage, and she was like making gasping. She was gasping and just rolling and rolling. So I took water. I took a spray bottle, and I started dumping, not a lot, but I started dumping a little bit of water into her mouth. I opened up her mouth more, and I dumped it in there. She laid there for a minute and swallowed. Like, I helped her swallow it. I rubbed underneath her neck, and next thing you know, she flipped back over and she ran up my arm. She was okay after that, so I'm glad I was cleaning the reptiles' cages and I caught that, because it scared the crap out of me, that girl. My versicolor's out, wandering around. I'm surprised. Normally Venus ain't out until nighttime. I redid her cage. There's too much going on in her cage. Like, my friend set it up all cute, but I kind of think she did a little too much in the front. I took some of the fake plants out, and one of the bark pieces, because obviously you see the versicolor's getting bigger, so I wanted to make sure she had like more space to climb around in there. So I took some of that out. Of course, I'm going to be upgrading her cage here soon. But for right now, yeah, I just wanted her to have more space. But everybody's doing beautifully. I moved Chestnut into a different enclosure. She's downstairs now. But the funny thing is, I have the crazy duo in here. There's Zeus. And where's your girlfriend at? This is what I'm talking about with cohabiting. Okay, let's turn that off for a second. That noise, AC. Actually, it's only on fan mode, but still. But cohabiting, these guys are crazy. I gotta find where she is. Hold on, I'll pull the cage out. Alright, we're gonna try this again. My video got kind of cut off. Unfortunately, when someone calls my phone, it automatically disconnects. Look at my baby, Ming Ming. But I wanted to show you guys how the odd little couple can go. There she popped out. There's Lily. Lily's in here, and so is Zeus. They've been paired together for 5 years now. Now, she is a green anole. she's just like that because when they stress out, unfortunately, they change the colors between gray and brown. Everyone knows this about Noel's, typical. Just like this girly brown down here, Emily. Emily can change different types of shades of brown and green. Very beautiful, beautiful Noel. That's my Cuban Night Noel. Can't wait till she gets really huge. But yeah, this is my odd couple. I don't know where Zeus got to. It's probably in his house. 10 to 1. But there's Lily. Lily's in here with Zeus. I don't know, for some reason these two have always been together. Like I said, I was doing Zeus's cage the one day, and I had the Green and Noel's cages, because I actually had 3 Green and Noel cages, and she got out of her cage, and so did Zeus. Those two have problems, they get out. And I was chasing Lily, and Lily went into Zeus's cage. Didn't realize it. I had to grab Zeus first because she climbs walls. It's easier to catch her. It's easy to just catch him right up the wall. That's what happened earlier with Maddie. Maddie climbed right up the wall. Now it was easy to catch her and put her back in the cage. But she actually went into Zeus's cage. I didn't realize it. I put Zeus in. Now I realized, and then went to turn around and look for her. She was already hidden, like, down in the den area. I didn't even know she was in his cage. And then I kept looking for her. Then I couldn't find her. I was like, where is Lily at? I turned around because Zeus was just running back and forth like an idiot in his cage. And there's Lily. And Lily's just fine. She was just sitting up on the branch watching Zeus. And they were playing with each other. Like, I thought he was going to hurt her at first. Because Zeus can be pretty aggressive. I tried to pair him up with a female, and he killed her. He actually killed the female. But for some reason with Lily, I had another one in there. Lilith and Luna. Actually, no, I had 3 Green and Noels in with him. And they were all doing fine. The other 2 died of old age. Lily was the youngest one. She was the smallest one. And just for some reason, this knucklehead really likes Lily. Like, those 2 are always together. They're like the cutest little pair. So I have these 2 in here together. They've been together for 5 years now. She was the baby of the group of Green and Noels I had. She's the cutest thing. And him and her, they're just best friends. They're crazy little best friends. So you can have odd pairings. It happens on a very rare occasion. You will get some rare matches. For some reason, it's just worked out between those 2. But it worked out perfectly fine with me. As long as they get along and they're all happy together, I'm seriously okay with that. And my Tilly's is out. But yeah, I've been redoing the cages. Where did I put? I wanted to show you guys this. I did the Scorpion's cage. I redid the Scorpion's cage. He's in a new cage. He's in a bigger cage. And I gotta remember where I have him at. There it is. Did that fall? Oh no, it didn't fall. Yep, I put him in a bigger enclosure. He was in a smaller critter carrier, but now I have him in here. I don't know which hole he's in. There's this burrow, and this burrow. I just gotta get more sand. I want to put him in a sand setting. Like, Doom Geckos don't think this is the right setup, because honestly it's not. I just need to go out and go get sand and stuff. I gotta mix some sand in, like a lot of sand in here. Kind of gonna set it up like the little one's cages down there with a lot of sand and stuff. So when I go to that fish place, I'm gonna go get a bunch of sand for them. They must be in here or up underneath the log upside down. Actually, I gotta erase that. There's so many names written on all these cages. It's so funny. I rehoused and transferred and redid so many animals. I gotta get that stuff off and rewrite names and redo everything. Actually, I gotta start and turn the lights off. So soon we're gonna see what these guys are gonna be doing come later, because some of them know it's about time for me to turn off the lights. It's getting to be that time of night for us. The sun should be setting soon. There's Autumn getting a drink. Maddie's so bad. I still can't believe she went the whole way back in there. She went up underneath into the drawer. I opened the drawer. She popped out the drawer and she climbed up through the sides here. Luckily, I caught her right on the wall. But everybody else over here was not happy with me because I had to move all the cages, turn off all the lights. But it's okay because I was able to reorganize over here, so I'm kind of okay with it. And I put the Hattie over here. So now I made room for the tarantula cage to be over here instead of having them over here near the door. But I have this other cage over here because I just redid this cage. Who do I have in here? Because this is not the Hattie. I have somebody in here, and I can't remember. It's not the Hattie though. I gotta take this off. Hold on, let's see who's in here. I can't honestly remember. That's right, I did put somebody in here. I put the little curly hair baby that used to be right there in that enclosure. I actually put them in here. I forgot to write on their cage. They're right down there. I forgot I put Onyx in here. Onyx, I'm so sorry. I forgot I put you in here. Onyx is in here, guys. Little Onyx. But you already made a good webbing for yourself. Oops. Not even having the camera in the right position. Tickle. Come on, come say hi. No, don't kick hairs. That's your butt. Alright, so it just wants to stick its butt at us. You gonna turn around? Nope. We're just gonna stick our butt out. Okay, so that's Onyx and Onyx's butt. So stinking cute, but yeah, they just wanted to show us their butt. Now I gotta remember, I gotta take this stuff off there. Alright, I wrote on it with a pen, but I will get out the Sharpie later and I will end up doing that. Let's see how little one's doing. Hi, Avery's getting ready to come out to play. Oh, they have a burrow everywhere. Actually, I do feedings tonight with the baby tarantulas, juvenile tarantulas, and the reptiles. Avery gets fed every day, every morning. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I hope she gets taken care of real good next month because I'm actually going camping. And you guys are gonna be seeing that video. I think I'm gonna take my new camcorder. I'm gonna test it out camping because by then I should have an SD card. Because the SD card I have right now, it doesn't hold enough time. It only records for about 30 minutes or so, which I can do a video with that, but I'm gonna wait until I get a bigger SD card and put a big SD card put in. But yeah, this is my Mexican white meat Zeus. Obviously, he's not out, but we're going to turn the lights off for the cages because it's around that time, and then I'm gonna wait probably like 2-3 hours or so, and then we will see who comes out later on. And of course, this one will be in bed by then, so let's say hi to Lestat now because we're not gonna see his gorgeous self later. It will be his bedtime when these lights go off. Hi, Lestat. You're doing gorgeous. Look at that pure beauty. That green is just so beautiful. Beautiful snake. Hi, bud. What you doing? Thinking about it? I know, you don't know what to think about me. He's a finicky little thing, but he's so cute. So cute. I just love him to death. He is my baby snake. He'll always be a baby to me because he'll always be this thin and tiny. He'll probably grow just a little bit more. Probably grow another foot, and that's about it. I've had the stat for 3 years now. 3 or 4 years. Yeah, what you looking for? Maddie's back, don't worry. I know he's using some reflection. I don't know what to think of that sometimes. But I know sometimes him and Maddie taunt each other because Maddie will sit on the very top here and Lestat will come and he will see what she's up to. Or sometimes Jace will run on the side of his tank here and that will drive Lestat crazy. Because he probably wants to eat them. His version of playing is eating them. Even though it is not really a snake that eats lizards, but he'll probably think they're threats and they gotta take care of the threat. But Maddie, on the other hand, she's so tiny, so I don't know. She can be prey to him, so I have to be careful with the way these guys are, especially since some of them try to get into each other's cages. But I'm gonna go turn all the lights off, like I said, and then we will. Dynamic. We will see what children are willing to come play with us tonight. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Morning, guys. There's Lestat, my rough green snake. Soon, Lestat's not going to be the only snake in our room. Nope. Where are you coming out at, little one? Today we are getting another snake, which I'm really excited for because it's a tricolor and the colors of this snake is so freaking gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous. The morph that she is, absolutely beautiful. And I can't wait to show you guys. She's a baby too, like baby. So right now I set up a 20-gallon cage for her. Even though she's a baby, but I think 20 gallon would be fine because that'll give her some growing space and stuff. I don't know who's all out right now besides Lestat. I know the babies are back there. Avery's awake, all pissed off like always. But this is the cage setup. I actually moved Leona's cage and I put Shiva's cage over here because that's gonna be her name. Her name's Shiva. I think our cage setup is pretty cool. So many different hiding spots for her. Like there's so many different climbing spots and little hiding spots. Like this is connected the whole way over to this side. So I made it a bunch of different areas she can hide and pop in and out of. It's gonna look so cute. I got her water dish filled up. But yeah, this is gonna be really fun. Make sure she has this cool spot over here in her warm spot. And then I'm gonna get some sphagnum moss and some peat moss. And I'll probably put it probably down in this area. Just so she has a little spot for have a little human hide area. Because even though a lot of snakes are dried species, you still want to make sure they have a humid hide area or like a humid spot, because it helps with their shedding and stuff for them. I just really can't wait to get her today. I'm like really excited. Here's Ming Ming, my little brat. She always sleeps next to our water dish. That's because it's cooler and stuff. Or she sleeps back near her plant. See how Emily is doing today. Where's my little girl Emily at? She's such a cute Cuban, I don't know. I love her to death. Let's see, where there she is. So tiny still. Hi, Emily. What you doing, babes? we actually have to go get crickets today because I went to that fish place yesterday. They had no crickets whatsoever. I was not happy. I was actually pretty mad because I wanted to feed them right away. But I got the mice that I need, and mealworms and fruit flies. I got a bunch of fruit flies because of all the slings. But I got a bunch of frozen pinkies. So that I already got everything all set up. Obviously, I got everything for the cage. There's my tree spider's not out right now. No, my little orange tree spider likes to pop in and out throughout the morning. I did a bunch of rehousings. I actually rehoused my one spider because Winter, that was right here, got rehoused into a bigger cage. No, they're not in here. This is a different one. This is my Mexican white knee. That's a little Zeus. I have two Zeuses. I have this Zeus, and then I have my long-tail grass lizard Zeus. I don't have their lamp hooked up yet. I had to take lamps down at night. I have to pull them down at night because when Avery runs around, she'll knock all this off. I put hers up first. I'm about to put theirs up. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning. It's still early. Actually, I moved Autumn's cage. Autumn's cage I put downstairs with Leona, because Leona I had to put downstairs because of putting the new snake up here. But I got a couple reptiles and tarantulas downstairs. But this is the new setup for... Where did she go? Where did she put? I wonder if she's in this burrow. It's hard to see with the glare. No, she's not actually over here. She is actually... Oh, there she is. She was supposed to be a giant Texas tan, but actually she's a Mexican golden red rump. So, kind of mad because I was trying to have two giant Texas tans. I do have one, and that's Night Fury, but someone messed up and I guess grabbed the wrong sling, because I got them as slings. But as you can tell, just by looking at her, you can tell she's a Mexican golden red rump. Or Mexican golden rump, however you say it. But yeah. Definitely nothing like Night Fury at all. I think this enclosure came out really cool. Obviously, you see it's a lot bigger because she was in an enclosure. I gotta zoom out to show you better. Enclosure like this one. This is my baboon Spitfire. And trust me, Spitfire's doing plenty good. I dug them out yesterday to make sure they're doing good, because I wasn't sure. I haven't seen them in like a month. And man, they're doing amazing. But yeah, actually we should do it this way. As you can tell, big difference in size. Because originally I had put Winter. I had Winter in one of those enclosures, but then I realized I need the enclosure right away, because actually it was for Maddie's cage. But I ended up getting Maddie as a surprise for my birthday, and I needed somewhere to put her little butt, so I cleaned that out, put a new dirt and everything else, and set it up for Maddie. But that's all gonna get changed soon, because she's gonna go into a bigger cage anyways. But because of that, I had to take Winter out, even though Winter needed rehoused, and I had to put Winter back into a critter carrier. And I promised her I'd go out and get her a bigger enclosure. And of course, I keep my promises to my animals. I went out and got her a bigger enclosure. So now she has that bigger enclosure. Down here, I don't really show a lot. Down here, I actually have a Veracruz red rump. Their burrows over there. They're done beautifully. They're getting so big. I'm going to have to add more dirt, honestly. Because they dug the way down to the bottom. Like, they have a lot of dirt in there. And so she really, really digs. Look at my fatty. Jace is out. I know these guys are hungry. They get fed today. I gave them a couple of crickets. Like, some of the cages, they still have crickets in some of them. But some of these guys really like to eat. And they didn't get their normal spoiledness of feeding. Like, trust me, they got fed. But not to the degree that I normally give them a bunch of crickets, which they love. So, I'm going to go get a bunch of boxes today. And fatten up a bunch of crickets. And then tonight, we're going to do a feeding video with everybody. Everybody's going to get fed. So, that's going to be a fun video. That I will try to definitely record. But there's Jace, my golden gecko. I've had Jace here for like 6 years now. Yeah, Jace I've had for like 6 years now. Athena's one of my newer ones. She's my skunk gecko. She's the one that came pregnant and had babies. I actually sold her babies. Her babies did hatch and stuff. I did end up selling her babies. I like to find a male and pair her up again. Now that I know that she definitely has beautiful little offspring. Yeah, see, there's some of the crickets in the cages. I don't know why Clary didn't eat all her food. Normally she's the one that likes to eat. But anyways, off topic. But yeah, I want to pair her up. And I want to pair up Lola, my white spotted gecko. Certain geckos I'm trying to pair up because unfortunately they're more captive bred. I mean wild caught than captive bred with a lot of species. And it's actually really heartbreaking because we're trying to stop the whole wild caught thing. Even though you can only do so much, especially when you're only one person like me. But trying to get the population of them being more of a captive bred animal than a wild caught. Trying to pique people's interest, like, oh, these are cool species to have. Why don't we try to breed these instead of catching them in the wild? There's my boy. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Mommy's gonna have to start washing her hands and all kinds of stuff. So now I'm gonna have to go between both snake cages. Gotta be careful. Because yeah, when you have more than one snake, definitely always totally wash your hands. I normally do anyway, especially when I'm handling crickets and then going into his cage because he's just one that eats insects. So I'm normally pretty good about it anyways, but I don't know how he'll react if my hands smell like rodent or mice or anything. Because he's never really had that smell around before because I never had to. I did have a corn snake a while back ago, but I didn't have him yet. So he doesn't actually know what it smells like for a rodent. And I'm not trying to find out either. Because even though he's a good little boy, he can be a little bitey at times when I go in his cage. He gets real defensive, especially about his water bowl. I don't know what it's up with him and his water bowl, but he loves that water dish. So, we're about to mist his cage. Because this is... Oh, my boy. You're okay. He has live plants in here. So I do like to water his plants every day. Plus, misting his cage every day is really good for him. Helps with shedding. Even though he has a water dish, he does drink off the leaves, I've noticed. So, like I said, I have ivy plants and stuff in here. Live plants. All the live plants are, of course, towards the bottom, but he does like to drink. Drink off of that. So I'm going to go around and water some of these cages. Because especially the flying geckos. Flying geckos I miss twice a day. Because they are a higher humidity animal. So I miss them once in the morning and once at night. I do some humidity spikes in their cage. And it's really, really important for these guys. Because these are a more of a rainforest type species. Their humidity levels are a lot higher. They're found in Southeast Asia. I love my flying geckos. Some people don't even realize you can actually get these guys in captivity. And unfortunately, these guys are more wild caught than captive bred. So I am working on trying to breed these guys as well. I am working on a couple of breeding ideas for some of these geckos. Like I said, unfortunately, a lot of these geckos, especially the white spy gecko, my skunk gecko, my flying gecko, they're all wild caught species. I got lucky with Lestat. The rough green snakes are also normally they're wild caught, but I got lucky and I had a friend that bred him a couple years ago, so I was able to get him. I've had Lestat honestly for, I think going on, I have to look, I think it's about 3-4 years ago. Someone recently did a video saying that these guys are not a good snake to have in captivity. They're not a good species to have in captivity because they're normally wild caught and this and that they don't live long, and that's not necessarily true. Because if you're lucky enough and you can actually find breeders that actually do breed these guys, because mine's actually a captive bred. Now his snake was wild caught, the mother is wild caught, and he's had, oh god, he's had her for like 9 years or so. My friend had his rough, he still has her, he's had her for about 9 years. But mine is actually a captive bred, and he's doing beautifully. He's doing so beautiful. And so don't listen to everyone's opinion, honestly, about these guys, because there are captive bred rough green snakes and smooth green snakes that you can get, and they can live a long time. They can live very beautifully, even if the parents are wild caught. But that doesn't mean the offspring is gonna come out bad. Like I said, the stats obviously saw, I don't know where he went to, but he's done beautifully. So you just never know. You just gotta look around. Don't go with the first buyer that you see. Shop around before you actually buy your animals, because you never know, because eventually you can come across somebody that actually has a captive bred instead of a wild caught. So I always shop around and do research before I buy my animal, even though I want to get that animal right there down on the spot because you want it so badly. But it's always best to research and look around, because you never know, you might actually come across somebody who actually has that species as well, that's actually a captive bred. But actually, I might have to run to the pet store soon, and I actually got a bunch of crystals I'm buying today that I'm getting from my father, because Shups Grove up in Adamstown is opening up soon. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of views from Shups, but you will see me later on today, because we are going to be getting my new snake, and we will be putting her in her cage and setting her up, and we'll see how she's doing later. And then we also have a feeding video that we're going to do tonight with all the animals, even the tarantulas. I'm feeding both reptiles and tarantulas tonight, so that's going to be really fun. And then afterwards, if Miss Thing is still awake, we're going to bring her out to play with. Right, Avery? You're going to come out and play? Destroy Mom's room? Of course, like always. Her favorite time of the night. If not, we'll bring some of the geckos out to play, especially as long as she behaves. Or we'll bring Shiva out, because her name is going to be Shiva. I have let my niece name her already. So soon, in a couple hours, you guys will be meeting Shiva, and we'll be feeding the baby. So I will see you guys in a little bit.